Okay? And now we have something to the fourth power on number 16. And we haven't actually done 1 to the fourth power yet, so let me show you the row of Pascal's triangle. It's going to be the fourth row, 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. So equals, and what I do is I just like to write 1, 4, 6, 4, 1 at the very beginning. 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. And again, I'm just using 2 lines only to conserve space because my paper is not wide enough. So, anyways, now you take the first number. Oh, I'm sorry. You might consider looking at the sign. See how I have a minus sign? Well, that implies that all the signs are going to alternate, if you remember the note that we looked at earlier. Remember we said when expanding a binomial with a subtraction sign, the signs alternate. And that problem just before it, number 7, sort of showed us how the signs alternate. Okay? So let's go back to this question, and now let's alternate the sign. Remember, the first one's positive, then we have a minus, positive, minus, positive. Okay? Now we take the u. U to the fourth, u to the third, u squared, u to the first. You know what? I'm not going to write to the first power anymore. It's understood to be there. Okay? Now I'm going to take the 2v. Notice that I don't have to mess with the negative sign anymore. Alright, once you've alternated the signs, you don't have to mess with the negative sign anymore. Now you're just taking the 2v, you're raising it to certain powers. And the key to this is that you have to use parentheses. There is no way in dodging this. You have to get used to using parentheses in mathematics. Okay? So finally, we have u to the fourth minus 8 u to the third v by multiplying the 2 and 4 plus, let me just come up here and write a couple of answers. So this is 2 squared v squared. So this is actually 4v squared. This one's actually 8v cubed. This one's actually 16v to the fourth. Okay. Now how did I get the 16? That's 2 to the fourth. So that's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. I said 2 to the fourth. Okay. So here we have it. We're just going to go ahead and multiply the blue numbers and the numbers up front. So 6 and 4 make 24. U squared v squared minus 4 times 8 is 32. 32 u v to the third plus, this becomes 16 v to the fourth. And that's it. Final answer there. And u comes first in the alphabet, so I know that I've written it correctly there. Alright, and number 19, they're really trying to mess with us now. They're trying to make sure that we know how to square a power. Now, or bring a power to a power. Remember, the power to a power rule means if I have something like x to the m to the n power, it is x to the m times n. So all you do with the exponents up there is you multiply exponents. Alright, so on this one, we have to remember our coefficients. 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. And hopefully I can write small enough now to get all the terms in this one on one line. So I know that it's a plus sign, so all plus signs. Okay, and x squared to the fourth. X squared to the third. X squared to the second. X squared to the first. I'm not going to write that 1 up there, and then x squared to the 0. And then I take 2 to the fourth. I'm just going to go ahead and use parentheses this time, no big deal. If you choose to use them with positive numbers, you can. 2 to the third, 2 to the second. Uh-oh. It seems like I messed up somewhere, right? Because I was going to end up on 2 to the first there, so I know that's wrong. So I'm going to look back and find my mistake. Oh, I said 2 to the fourth and then another 2 to the fourth by accident. So here we are. 2 to the fourth, 2 to the third, 2 to the second, 2 to the first, and now 2 to the 0. See, it disappears in the last line. I'm going to scoot this over to the left a little bit so that I'll have a little bit of room. X to the second to the fourth. That's like this. X squared times x squared times x squared times x squared. And what would you do if you multiply common bases? You add exponents. 2, 4, 6, 8. Now what's an easier way to do it? Is you just multiply the powers. Power to a power property. And that means you're multiplying those powers. So x to the 8th plus 4 times 2 gives me 8. X to the 6th plus, this number out here is 4. This number out here is 8. And this number out here is 16. Those are my powers of 2. Okay? So this is 6x to the 4th times 4. So 24x to the 4th. I've got a 4 here and an 8 here. So that's 32 x squared plus 16. Now that one I'm sure can be a little bit confusing. Take your time, go through each and every step. If there's another step in there that you want to write, go ahead and write that extra step. Sometimes maybe I should have written a step here. Maybe I should have written 6x to the 4th times 4 plus 4x squared times 8 plus 16. So with that extra step, maybe you see these coefficients down here a little bit easier. Okay? So anyway, that is through 19 on page 76. And I hope that works and works for you. And just remember to rewind and redo math to have a better understanding of it.